So at the end of Season 5, we resigned from our job in charge of FC Schalke in Germany. After winning the DFB Pokal twice, after getting them promoted from Bundesliga to winning the league, after winning the Bundesliga as well, we have moved on. Are we considered a favoured personnel? We are considered a favoured personnel, which is quite nice to see. They have already replaced me with Matthias Damm, or Thomas Tuchel, as he's more commonly known, because of... I guess he owns the rights to his name or something. I don't know. But yeah, Matthias Damm is what I'm going to call him because I'm going to forget he's Thomas Tuchel. He is now in charge. And we are going to see how well they can do. Obviously, the season has not kicked off. The preview says, I need to find them because they're normally highlighted, 7th place. They're in the Champions League, obviously. They think 7th place is a sensible position for them to finish. We are going to jump forward 5 whole years. We're not going to do 1 year at a time. We're going to jump forward 5 whole years to see how well Tuchel's done, to see how well Schalke has done, and arguably to see whether they've managed to win another title. I genuinely don't think it's going to happen. We're going to start somewhat unconventionally, looking at Bundesliga 2, and the good news is they have not been relegated into Bundesliga 2, or if they have, they got promoted without winning the league. They also did not finish in, 18th or something like that in Bundesliga 1, which means they didn't actually play in the relegation playoff. So after 5 seasons, what has Thomas Tuchel done? I say Thomas Tuchel as if he's still here. They finished 4th place. So they are still up the right end of the table. That is good. I do want to check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was our final season in charge, finishing 2nd place. What happened in Tuchel's first season? He also finished in 2nd place. Fair enough. He was 9 points behind Bayern. So it's not as close, but it also is kind of close. And then season 2, 4th place, still up there. That's good. I like that. 4th place is good. Season 3 is also 4th place. Season 4 is 11th place? What happened? What happened in season... They just lost 14 games. Did they just not have a goalkeeper or something? That's just ridiculous. They scored 54, but only scored 44. So did they just lose all of their goal scorers? So 52 goals scored the season before that. 62, yeah, they didn't really score any goals, did they? And then the season just finished. They have finished 4th again. So they basically just jumped straight back up because they've scored a lot of goals in that season. So this season is weird to me. The fact they finished 11th, I don't understand it, but whatever. So let's look then at the managerial history. So it was Matthias Damm, Thomas Tuchel did come in, and he won the German Super Cup, and that is all. I mean, judging by there is 1 cup win and no league wins, no trophies were won. Okay, no trophies were won. So it was Tuchel in charge for 3 years, 178 days, and then he was sacked. I can only assume he was sacked in that season 4 because they were doing absolutely awful. Then Dries Mertens came in and he did nothing because he joined. He was there for 10 days and didn't even play a match. Why did you appoint him? It seems pointless. And then De Zerbi has now come in. He's been in charge for a year and a bit, or a year and a half, winning 28 games, losing 21 and 12 draws. So De Zerbi, the current manager of the team. Let's have a very quick look at the squad. Sorting by position, we've still got Christian Fruchtel there, now 33 years of age. Also, he's not bad, is he? Certainly not a bad goalkeeper. We've got Serkati still at the club, still quite good. 179 appearances he's made. Sardella also still there now at 31. He's played a lot of football. Schellenberg still there at 34. There's a lot of older players in this squad. Kind of worries me. Milan Krstić is still at the club, so we force played him obviously in Season 5. He's not bad. He's not as good as kind of everyone thought he was going to be. He has £95,000 a week in his wages, though. They've signed Arda Güler. They've signed... Okay, let's not talk about that one. We've also got Villafanier is starting to get a lot more game time. Still only 44 appearances, 8 goals scored. Mentally, he's ridiculous. His mental numbers are mental. Giannis also still at the club now, 30 years of age. He's played 200 league appearances. He's wanted. I'm going to go with, I was going to say Saudi Arabia. Of course it's Saudi Arabia. Malik Tillman still at the club, wanted by Saudi Arabia. It is Saudi Arabia. Of course it's Saudi Arabia. It's always Saudi Arabia. And we've got Ekatike also still at the club, who's wanted by, surprise, surprise, oh no, it's the UAE. Fair enough, it's still over in the Middle East. So quite a lot of our players still at the club, which is a surprise. There is a couple of big names, though, that aren't there. Matriassini being one of them. He's moved over to Saudi Arabia, now 33, gone for £15.75 million. He left in the first season after we left. David Brooks left and eventually signed for Hellas Verona's and then Parma on free transfers. Can Uzun moved on loan to Bayer and then I believe made it permanent for £41 million. That's a lot of money. Pavlovic as well, after playing just 7 matches, moves over to BMG. Lassina Traore moves over to Fulham for £22 million. You've not seen this yet, but the other one, which I was kind of expecting to happen, £101 million. Julio Decima, now 25, 44 caps for Argentina, 6 goals, moving to Chelsea for £101 million. I don't know whether there's any more on top of that, whether there's sell-ons or anything, but that is, it's literally a 10 times profit on Decima, and we paid 10 million for him. The fact that he got sold kind of, not instantly, so he did play, maybe a season and a half, maybe 2 seasons, but not really a lot, did he? In that season there, he only played 15 times and then moves over to Chelsea. Into the next season, so we can see Uzan there moving for 41 million. We've got Jashari moving to BMG as well. Derry John Merkin, he's moved over to Luton and now eventually at Norwich. He's gone for 3.6 million. This man here, by the way, he was just a random Englishman that came to our youth intake. He's not bad. And I think that's it for all of our players. I have seen they did sell this man for £89 million to Real Madrid. So they signed a Mexican for 10 million, sold him for 89. I mean, wheeler dealer, we are doing some big numbers when it comes to profits. But yeah, we've managed to sell another huge amount of players, or not a huge amount, just a huge sum of value to Real Madrid there. But yeah, there's a lot of money going around. What I want to do, I'm actually interested. I'm going to appoint myself as manager and just see what the finances are actually like now, because I feel like they're ridiculous. So we have taken charge of Schalke. They've got 40 million in transfer budgets. They've actually only got 5 million in the bank. Have they still got their loans? Have they gone? They've still got their loans as well. What have they wasted money on? How have they managed to just lose so much money? Is this like transfers? So last season, the biggest expense, 111 million on player wages. I didn't check that. 2.8 million? We've run 300,000 in season 1. 2.8 million pounds a week is ridiculous money. We've got Arda Güler on nearly £200,000 a week. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players on over £100,000 a week. Everyone else in the first team as well is on a decent sum, arguably fractal downwards, maybe anyone under 30, but still 30 grand a week, still a lot of money. Whoever has been offering these contracts is just a lunatic. Some of these values are just insane. Also, I want to take a look. So the number 1 goalkeeper is Jonas Urbing. Has he only just signed? He signed for £11 million halfway through that season. And that, right, okay, hear me out. I think that was the season where they finished 11th place, and I think this was the reason Christian Fruchtel was on loan that season. So I think what happened, they didn't have a goalkeeper. I don't think they had a goalkeeper, or if they did, they didn't have a very good goalkeeper. I'm not quite sure. That feels like what might have happened. But yeah, this is what's happened to my beloved Schalke side. 8 Bundesliga wins, obviously we won one of them. 1 Bundesliga 2, 7 DFB Pokals. We win 2 of those. Did they win the German Super Cup? Did we win that one, or were we gone at that point? I think we won that one, didn't we? Yeah, we definitely won that one. So yeah, this is kind of what's happened to this Schalke side. Like I said, the last season, this is going to be a nice short video. I think you'll find it probably is a nice short video. But thank you very much for watching Football Manager 2024. The next video, in theory, you are going to be seeing on this channel is going to be one from FM25.